Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street, we're James with Games. Well, an unexpected day off yesterday defers the relaunch of Star Control 2 after our failure state till next Saturday, because today, the Avatar returns, just as Waffle Syrup says. And yes, we've got on-screen chat. I'm not promising that I've optimized the appearance of it yet, but it's there. You can see it. We are in this thing. So, today, Ultima VI, The False Prophet. This, for me, is a journey quite literally 25 years in the making. More. But let's just say 25. Let's round it down a little. Because I would have been 10 years old, I think, when my buddy Elliot first introduced me via his IBM PC to both Dune 2 and then also Dune generally. He showed me the film and stuff. It took me 25 years to read the novel last year. And then also on that PC, he had Ultima VI, The False Prophet. We would fire it up. We would fight the opening. We would do the character creation, which we'll see in a moment. One of the great character creation systems in RPG history. We would fight the opening battle, and then we would wander around, and then we would give up because we didn't know what was going on. Well, now I've got two mainline Ultima games under my belt. I did Ultima IV with, I will confess, a fair bit of assistance from the internet and all its information about how to play a game. I did Ultima V blind. Only took 100 hours. We got from the start to the finish. So hopefully I've built the toolbox, the set of skills that I need to finally return to this game that planted itself in my brain long ago. And we'll find out if it measures up to what I'd always dreamed it would be. I anticipate that it will. Herbal Crusader in the house. We've got a sub button now. It took them a little while. I guess my forms are suspicious. Required extensive manual review. But in the end, approved, and we're good to go. So here it comes. Ultima VI, The False Prophet. What do I know about this game? I know that it opens with a fight. I know that it uses the mouse. I know it has an opening cutscene. Let me throw this out actually immediately. Kind of hate this a little. I do not like... I don't mind it having a cutscene at the start. That's great. And like, it's not bad art. I don't object to the art. Oh wow, well, thanks Waffle Syrup. Getting the ball rolling. How exciting. Brave new world out here. I certainly hope that was your Amazon Prime free subscription. Because, ho, someday, okay, yeah, you get that, I guess. You'll have that badge forever. I don't know anything about anything that I can do as an affiliate to offer anything to anybody. In time, I will figure those things out, but that time might be May. So, while I will be grateful for anyone who wants to subscribe, I don't demand, or insist, or plead that anyone subscribe. So here we are, I gotta critique this first screen a little bit. Complaint number one. Well, actually, it's all just one complaint. I feel like when the stranger, the hero of Ultimas 1 through 3, became the Avatar in Ultima IV, Avatar had a double meaning. Because on the one hand, you're the Avatar of all virtue, the hero of Britannia. But you're the Avatar of the player. You're the, character that the player actually named and created and sent into this world. And the Avatar is your avatar. It represents you. And at this point now, well, the Avatar is supposed to be me, but it's not me. I mean, I got brown hair, so it's at least close. Like, imagine if I was some young woman, some nerdy young woman in the early 90s. who love to be love playing Ultima, and then all of a sudden you get told, no, this is specifically who you are. You're a weirdo with a sexy pole dancing zebra centaur poster in your room, and you just sit around flipping the channels mindlessly. You 5 separate times you traveled to another dimension, saved the entire world, and now here you are. What are you doing? You're just you're doing absolutely nothing for Earth. No charity work. You're not out trying to help anybody. I got all my kindness, I'm only the Avatar when I'm in Britannia. I'm just some schlub when I come home. Alright, that's enough complaining about this very first screen of the game. Let's keep moving. Oh, there you go. Yeah, we have traded the Avatar's life of peril and adventure for the lonely serenity of a world at peace. But television Superman cannot take the place of friends who died at your side. Including friends who died at your side, but then were resurrected because you loaded your save. Because you didn't want the continuity weirdness of Shimino having clearly been cut in half in the last game, and then being a main character in this one. Outside, a chill wind rises. I'll say I like this. The camera pan. I also like that the Avatar has the cover art of Ultima V as a poster in his room. Do you think he commissioned an artist to do that? I have this idea. There's these 3 Shadow Lords. The artist was like, man, sounds kind of generic. Like, oh no, it's actually quite a rich story that I'm conceiving. Don't be fooled by the appearance of the Shadow Lords. And in moments, the storm is upon us. See, once it shifts away from actually showing the Avatar, this is great. Just do the whole thing in first person and let me pretend that it's me. Tongues of lightning lash the sky, conducting an unceasing crescendo of thunder. In a cataclysm of sound and light, a bolt of searing blue fire strikes the earth. Lightning among the stones! Is this a sign from distant Britannia? Probably. Be funny if it wasn't. False alarm. Years pass, and then you, a slightly older Avatar with a few gray streaks. British! Hail! Here we are. We're going back home, buddy. Star Control 2 is coming back. I am going to take the plunge and try to do them concurrently, but I just couldn't wait any longer. To see the gang again. You bolt from your house, stumbling, running blind in the storm, into the forest, down the path, through the rain, to the stones. And how are you, British? How have you been? How was your week? Near the stones, the smell of damp, blasted earth hangs in the air. In a frozen moment of lightning-struck daylight, you glimpse a tiny obsidian stone in the midst of the circle. Wondering, you pick it up. And from the heart of the stones, a softly glowing door ascends in silence. I gotta say, I wouldn't, I am the Avatar, so I can say for sure, the Avatar is not super comfortable with the fact that this particular moon gate is red for some reason. But exultant memories wash over you as you clutch the stone. When last you saw an orb such as this, it was cast down by Lord British to banish the tyrant Blackthorn. Story so far, for anyone who's not actually familiar with Ultima. In Ultimas 1 through 3, an extra-dimensional traveler from our dimension, Earth, went to the land of Sosaria and killed an evil wizard. Once, twice, thrice. I mean, an evil wizard, the evil wizard's lover, the child of the evil wizard and his lover, that might have been a computer. I don't know. I haven't actually played those games. I've only read about them. Then, when the stranger came back, Sosaria had been transformed into Britannia, the kingdom that was enjoying a period of great peace and prosperity. And Lord British, the ruler of Britannia, requested that the Avatar set an example for the people, or the stranger set an example for the people by becoming the Avatar of all virtue. So in Ultima IV, your goal is just go around and be a good guy, basically. And you gotta go in some dungeons, get some stones. And then at the end, you answer a trivia quiz about virtues. And you win. If you do it all. And you're the Avatar of all virtue. The Avatar gets sent back home, gets summoned again in Ultima V, because Lord Blackthorn seized control of Britannia while Lord British was missing, and turned it into a dictatorship that ruthlessly enforces the virtues upon the people. The Avatar, and with the help of his Shadow Lords. The Avatar stepped in, set things right. Took him about 100 hours of real life time and well over a year of in the game time. And then goes back home again, and then here we are. This feels good. Your joy soon gives way to apprehension. Oh! The gate to Britannia has always been blue. As blue as the morning sky. Alright, we're already making up for the fact that the portrait, made me not the Avatar. It knows what I'm feeling. Abruptly, the portal quivers and begins to sink into the ground. Its crimson light wanes. There's no time. Desperation makes the decision an easy one. Man, look at me. I don't think my waist to hip ratio is quite that banging. But I'll take it. Say I've been stepping it up with the yoga squats. And then... yeah, no, that looked like someone... well, someone who was a little tipsy because of his boring life of peace, just, drinking in front of the TV all night. Desperately, like making his way into the portal. Doesn't want to trip on the stones or fall down or anything like that. And then... it's Ultima VI, baby. The false prophet. So, I infer... that there's... there we go. Yeah. So, alright. Here's the deal. There is a transfer character option. But the stats of my Ultima V avatar aren't that emotionally significant to me. And we don't get to do the character creation if we transfer. So we're going to create a character, but for continuity's sake we will say it's the same guy. Here we go. Clicking with the mouse. By what name shalt thou be called? Well, my friends call me James. Oh, well, some of my friends call me James. Art thou male or female? I'm a male. Oops. I don't know what happened there. But it just took me back. Because M is enough. Do I need a new sex? No. Do I need a new portrait? Let's see what our options are. This remarkably square, lantern-jawed man. I don't know. Put a pin in this one. I could wear my hair like that when I was young. This guy looks, serious. He's got the onk. I like that. I had this facial hair once, so I'm not that old. This one, yeah, okay. Nothing against this one, but it's not me. Okay, so I think we're down to handsome young romance James, or actually slightly older than I currently am James. I'm gonna go handsome. What can I say? It's just how I see myself, baby. So this is now a flashback to Ultima IV. When the stranger stumbled across a curious Roma wagon with its exotic colors dappled in the summer shade. One's voice rings out with friendship, beckoning you into a cross. Beckoning you, I think we needed a space there. Beckoning you in to, and then we needed to delete A. Beckoning you in to cross the wagon's threshold. And, as it happens, into another life. Life of the Avatar. Natch. At last, thou hast come to fulfill thy destiny, the Roma says. The traveler says. She smiles as if in great relief. Sit before me now. and I shall pour the light of virtue into the shadows of thy future. On a wooden table, 8 bottles stand, a rainbow of bubbling liquids. Those are the rainbow is 7 colors, and black and white are not either of them. Because I guess white is one of them because you smash all the forms of light together. Behold the virtues of the Avatar, the woman says. Let us begin the casting. Thee and thy friends hath been routed and ordered to retreat. In defiance of thy orders, dost thou A. Stop in compassion to aid a wounded comrade, or B. Sacrifice thyself to slow the pursuing enemy so that others might escape? I don't want to denigrate myself or anything, but if I can do something good but I also don't have to die, music's a little loud. Yeah, here's the thing. How do I escape? Uh-oh. Oh wait, I guess I gotta go back to full screen. If anybody knows a keyboard shortcut to free my mouse from DOSBox without going to full screen and coming out. Alright, I have to turn the music up first. A little. No wait, no. There. And then... how's that? It looks better. But let me know if it sounds better as well. Okay, excellent. Alright, so yeah, if I can help somebody but I don't actually have to die, that sounds good to me. So I'm going to be compassionate here. She takes the yellow liquid of compassion and pours it into the vial. Though thou art but a peasant shepherd, thou art discovered to be the sole descendant of a noble family long thought extinct. Let me know, British. We'll find the balance eventually. Dost that... Here, let's tweak it slightly up. There. Anyway, we'll keep playing around with it. Might be easier to tell when we get to the game. It proper. Though thou art but a peasant shepherd, thou art discovered to be the sole descendant of a noble family long thought extinct. Dost thou A. honorably take up the arms of thy ancestors, or B. humbly resume thy life of simplicity and peace? See, if I was literally me, I'd be like, yeah, my life of simplicity and peace is going great. But if I was actually literally a peasant shepherd, I think I'd be like, yeah, time for some honor. So let's do it. Honor, please. Purple it up. We got purple and yellow mixing in there. As we can see, they decided a literal... it's a pure mixture. There's no blending. We don't have a purplish yellow liquid. We have just some purple liquid and some yellow liquid. Battling it out. Thou hast been sent to secure a needed treaty with a distant lord. Thy host is agreeable to thy proposal, but insults thy country at dinner. Dost thou A. valiantly bear the slurs, or B. justly rise and demand an apology? It's kind of funny because I think that the Valor companion, Jeffrey, as I conceive him, I mean, we're going to find out what these people's personalities are actually supposed to be. But I feel like Jeffrey, the Valor guy, would jump up and be like, apologize, because, or please don't apologize, so I can fight you. I love fighting. But, yeah. There are things that are more important here than an insult. If we're going to get the treaty, that's fine. That affects more people. I will valiantly bear the slurs. Get some red in there. Ooh. Thy friend doth seek admittance to thy spiritual order. Thou art asked to vouch for his purity of spirit, of which thou art uncertain. Dost thou A. honestly express thy doubt, or B. vouch for him, hoping for his spiritual improvement? Tricky part here is that I'm not personally religious, but I do think that I think this is a case where honesty is the best policy. It's not that I'm going to speak up and say, that I know that his spirit is impure. While honestly expressing my doubt, I could say, nonetheless, I doth vouch for him. So yeah, A. We're sticking with the A's so far. Get some blue honesty liquid in there, fresh from the cauldrons of Moonglow. Thou art sworn to protect thy lord at any cost, yet thou knowest he has committed a crime. Authorities ask thee of the affair. Dost thou, A. break thine oath by honestly speaking, or uphold honor by silently keeping thine oath? Yeah, it's a crime. I'm honest. We're sticking. We're doing the, you know, how do you get through a maze? You take left, 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 left. A. Honesty. Thou dost manage to disarm thy mortal enemy in a duel. He is at thy mercy. Dost thou show compassion by permitting him to yield? It's true, waffle syrup, but and this is not really a necessary political opinion to have since we don't have feudalism anymore, but I do think that when it came down to it, I would put less value on some oath that I made to a lord than to the general principle of speaking the truth and bearing witness to a crime, for that matter. So I'm going to show this dude compassion, or should I slay him, as is expected of a valiant duelist? Well, for one thing, I like to make my own rules. I don't like people telling me what to do. And also, if he, you know, I've beaten him, he's yielding. It's all good. I forgive him. Compassion. Entrusted to deliver an uncounted purse of gold, thou dost meet a poor beggar. Dost thou honestly deliver the gold honestly, knowing the trust in thee was well placed, or show compassion and give the beggar a coin, knowing it won't be missed? All right, pardon me. Well, A had the perfect game going, but this is gonna break it, because no, the beggar can have a coin. If it's not gonna be missed, then the trust in me was well placed. I delivered enough money. That's a fair point too, British, as these things go. That, you know, I could say, no, I kept my oath. Like, you had to pay a fine. You can't park your wagon in front of the well that they need in case there's a fire or some such. All right, but yeah, this is a case where I'm going to be compassionate. So I am, well, in the end, compassion won, which makes me. It would make me, if we were playing Ultima IV, I would be a bard, and I would not be able to get Elo to join the party. But that's not how this is going to go. I think I will be a bard, but that's because Ultima VI is going to carry on the Ultima V tradition of flattening the classes into fighter, bard, mage. Alright. The path of the Avatar lies beneath thy feet, worthy James, the Roma intones. With a mysterious smile, she passes you the flask of shimmering liquids. Drink of these waters and go forth among our people, who shall receive thee in joy. I might be shocked, British. I mean, I will be constantly surprised. I have only the fuzziest. This is the only stuff that I remember from this game. As you drink from the flask, vertigo overwhelms you. A soothing mist obscures the gypsy's face, and you sink without fear into an untroubled sleep. Ooh. You wake in a different time, upon another world's shore. Though the Avatar's quests bring you both triumph and tragedy, never do you stray from the path of the 8 virtues. That's me, baby. The sagas of Ultima IV and Ultima V chronicle your perilous travels, as I was saying, and your name and your deeds are written forever among Britannia's legends. Finally, tempered by your struggles against the enemies of virtue, you are proven ready to answer the epic challenge of Ultima VI. What's this false prophet all about? I don't know, because the only thing I could tell you about the storyline of this game is that it involves gargoyles. But the cover art has a... Hold on, let's take a look. Look, the cover art here, which I'll clear out in a moment so you can see chat messages appear, has this, like, is that the Avatar? Laying waste to a gargoyle? Is that some pretty guy being a false prophet? I don't know. Let's find out together. Dazed, you emerge from the portal. I like the music. Although now it seems like it's getting loud again. I'm gonna push it down a little. Keep me posted. Dazed, you emerge from the portal to find yourself standing on a desolate plain. Nearby rests a massive, rune-struck altar, shrouded in moonlit fog. At first, the plain is still. Then, 100 voices raise a slow, death-like song, drawing closer and closer with each passing moment. You are seized by an urge to run. I'll be honest, I don't even remember this. I only remember... Okay, well, I was right. There's gargoyles in this story. But you have no place to go. Before you can offer a protest to the creatures who surround you, scaly claws grasp your body. Just, pretend that dude has a mustache. With unearthly strength, the monsters bind you to the altar stone. I think by now I could have uttered a protest. Like, please don't, sir. Kneeling, the hordes sway and chant. Look at them go. As a stately, winged nightmare steps forward. The leader unwraps a velvet-covered, brass-bound book and recites from it in a formal, stilted tongue. Shouts and jeers explode from the masses as the priest slams shut the book. In his hand, a malignant dagger drips with moonlight. You close your eyes. A dying scream, certainly your own, curdles the air. I mean, hope's not my own. I would like... The game can persist past the cut screen. Cat calls, the dagger, a scream, death. Well, maybe Lord British can bring me back to life. Pandemonium, shrieks of rage, of terror. From the inevitable, an impossibility emerges. You are still alive. How about that? Silent red light fills the darkness. There's the wooden clack of a crossbow, and a violet-fletched rose blooms in the priest's barren forehead. Whew! Who could it be coming to my rescue? Hey, I know these guys. I think. It's been some time. Yellow was blonde in the opening to Ultima V. I'm thinking that's Elo with the gray beard. Then there's probably Shimino in the green cloak. And then that's either Jeffrey or Dupre, but I'm not going to even guess. Friendly faces vault from a newborn moongate, while a rain of quarrels holds the furious mob at bay. The knight Dupre's sword flashes twice in the darkness, slicing away your bonds. Thanks, Dupre. Yeah! Well, there you go. He's my real he's the true avatar of me. Quickly, old friend, to the gate! Accompanied by the swordsman Shimino and a grinning, crossbow-wielding Elo the Bard, Dupre thrusts a spare sword into your hand. Oh, it was Dupre talking. Should I have done a bad French accent? Quickly, old friend, to the gate. No, I'm not going to try to keep that up. Though I have been watching the first 2 seasons of the Great Canadian Baking Show, which does have one of the baking judges is French, and just has a beautifully expressive French accent, and fresh. Snatching the fallen priest's book, Elo dives into the redness with Shimino at his heels. The howling throng surges forward, all of one terrible mind. And I'm going to guess that exactly enough of them are going to get through for us to have a nice intro battle. The gate wanes rapidly as you and Dupre charge through. Look at these guys. They don't even care that their thing got messed up. They're like, we're doing the chant. We're doing the chant. This could still work out. Like Homer and Lisa chasing after the flying pig in the Lisa the Vegetarian episode. Not rapidly enough. From the mob's vanguard, 3 of the abominations scrabble towards the gate. That sounds like a nice level 1 battle. Driven by fury, the creatures hurl their bodies into the portal's last handspan of light. Don't know how they... the gargoyles have some kind of weird contortion ability. And we're live. Look at this. It's a whole new thing. So, I'm James. There's 3 of these dudes. So we're in combat, aren't we? I guess I'll step forward. No, I don't think anyone went down. Alright, so one thing that I can already say is different about Ultima VI is that your allies conduct battle on their own. Attack with sword. Sounds like I missed him. Alright, this is going a little fast. Let's see if 2,000 cycles is a bit more reasonable. Hey, lightly wounded. Now he's heavily wounded. Alright, some things don't change. Light, heavy, straightforward stuff. Well, killed him. Alright, so... Oh! British. That's great. I have nothing against RPG systems that control your characters for you, as long as they let you like set some tactics. But I do believe I would have more fun being in control here. Ah, well, not a lot for me to... Are we doing this, Shimino? Yeah. Oh, wait. I can surely have aimed diagonally. I should have just stood on the other dead gargoyle. Okay. They're all dead. Now, I believe if I read the menu correctly, pressing B breaks off the combat. Okay. Here we are. Oh! Diagonal moving. Alright. Let's get the numpad. Ooh. Yep. Can't face diagonally. Although I can face left, right, up and down. We've moved beyond iconographic representation to actual, just straight up graphics, which is cool. Dupre, buddy. Could you... Okay, great. They'll assemble behind me. I'm going to assume that this purple-robed gentleman sitting on a big Ankh-shaped chair is our dear Lord British. Oh! If I'm understanding this correctly, it means that I will now be able to speak to people that are even 5 feet away from me. Oh, hey, Lord British. Admittedly, I can't remember ever seeing a picture of Richard Garriott that wasn't fairly recent, but I don't know. Did he ever have that rich of a beard and long hair? I don't know. James, 'tis good to see thee again. Much hath happened since thou last departed our realm. But I must make sure 'tis truly thee. Only the true avatar would know what was contained in the compendium I sent. What art Reaper's remnants of? Let's open our paratext. Waffle Syrup, do you have context for what's actually going on here? I know British knows. Yes, it is. Anti-piracy. I suspect, because at least my experience when I was messing around with Pool of Radiance, not on Twitch, was that uh, the copy protection stuff was still there, but you could just put in any answer and it would just accept it. But let me. I was just looking at the document. Just gotta find it here. There's the spells. I had all the copyright protection questions. Here it is. British's questions. What art Reaper's remnants of? The remnants of the Enchanted Forest. Huh. How doth giant squids crush their prey? I mean, with their tentacles. But... oh, with their beaks. How canst one fend off rotworms? You just get yellow to kill them all. Torch. Ah, 'tis thee indeed, James. Take this key. So here might have been a core problem that me and my buddy Elliot had getting this game going. I don't think we had the manual. so we were just in a game that couldn't get started at all. It will unlock the gatehouse by the southern entrance to the castle. Then you can use the lever inside to raise the portcullis, and the crank will lower the drawbridge. Ah, so that as soon as possible, Richard Garriott, the IRL Lord British, wants us to understand that this is even more interactive environment than Ultima V provided us with. The same key will also let you into the sewers under the castle. Well, shit. If I want to crawl around in the sewers, Lord British, I'll keep that in mind. Oh my goodness, British, yeah. That would be frustrating. Because the document that I'm looking at that Good Old Games, GOG.com, gave me when I purchased the game, it's a PDF. It's not the compendium. Like, I'm not finding the answers to the questions by actually reading all the text in the compendium. I just have a list of the literal answers to type in. So I can't imagine if, I only had the German compendium and I was just, and also Lord British was speaking to me in German. I was like, I hope the answer to this is Schadenfreude. Okay, yes, what hath transpired, Lord British? Catch me up. The vast underworld from which thou didst rescue me hath collapsed. Oh, okay. They didn't want to program an underworld in this game. Yet still there are forces of evil abroad in the land. Yikes. Britannia is under attack by gargoyles, such as those thou just fought. They have been coming up through the dungeons. Okay, the dungeons are still there. Thus far, they've mainly been attacking the shrines of the 8 virtues. That doesn't seem kosher. When the shrine of compassion did fall, Sir Geoffrey sent a party to free it. Do thou ask him of this mission. Perhaps thou canst prove of some assistance. Okay. Right off the bat, let's we've got information to start recording. And also, I'm looking at my spreadsheet, which I set up, and I spelled Britannia wrong. Doubled the wrong. My biggest problem as a speller of words is double consonants. Okay, so ask Geoffrey of quest to free Shrine of Compassion. I will do that. If I see him, and it won't be hard to see him. He's really tall. He's like 6 foot something. Whilst thou art here, I have a room in the castle set aside for thy personal use. Ooh. 'Tis in the west wing of the castle, just south of mine own chambers. Your room is in the west wing. Thank you, my lord. I've had some servants place some equipment there in case thou shouldst have need of it. Well, Now that you mention it. Of course, thou mayst feel free to borrow anything in my castle if thou shouldst need it. Don't worry about lowering your karma score by stealing from Lord British's castle. Lastly, anytime thou dost need healing, do thou but ask me. I shalt. If thou wish me to repeat all this later, thou need but ask. So, a helpful thing that the game is doing, obviously, is highlighting keywords. In case I want to use those keywords later. Although if I use that keyword right now, I would just be asking him to repeat all this information. Tell me the same keywords. Okay, what can you tell me about the shrines? But now the gargoyles may have captured them all. Okay, so I'm going to venture a guess that one part of our quest in this game is to liberate the shrines of virtue. Thou must hurry if thou wouldst foil their evil schemes. So what's the story with these gargoyles, my lord? Perhaps thou canst drive these vile creatures back into the bowels of the earth whence they came. Thank you, British. I actually caught that one when I quickly reviewed the keyboard commands and I saw that look had been compressed with search. Great. Yeah, alright. Sounds rough. Where is Jeffrey right now? Is he back in what's the Valor town? Jalome. He's the captain of the guard. Oh! So he might actually, he's just here. Oh, okay. So we've got some gut. We'll be poking around in the guts constantly. Okay, captain. Guard. Yeah. How's Mariah doing? No. All right. For now, Lord British, I'll say goodbye. I like that it's reusing the music. Not reusing literally, because it's a slightly different arrangement. Yes, I appreciate that. And it reminds me of, see, long before I actually finally got into Ultima, as opposed to just knowing about it and wishing I was into it, when emulation kind of blew up in the mid to late 90s, and ROM hacking, translating, and I first got access to the Famicom Final Fantasy II, not Final Fantasy IV that was brought here as Final Fantasy II. It actually used a system like that, but of course you don't have a keyboard, and they mercifully didn't make you type the words. It was when you spoke to somebody, if they used a keyword, it was highlighted, and then you could click on it and add it to your dictionary of keywords, and then when you had the opportunity to speak to people, you could punch it in. Okay. So, a dead body with a boomerang. Okay. And now we got a boomerang. In a club. Come on, gang. This actually might be running a little slow. Okay. For now, I'm going to try on 3,000 cycles. 2,000 seems a bit slow. Probably the sweet spot is in the middle. But just the hotkeys aren't going to get me there. So I'll have to figure that one out for next time. Let's take a look at the last corpse. Boomerang and some leather armor. Let's get it. And I guess you could never have too many boomerangs. Okay. You know what? Right now. I'm going to find out. Trap mouse cursor. How do I get the cursor out? Of DOSBox. Looking for it. Trapped. Whoa. Control F10. Okay. So now we can actually do a little clicking around. Let's take a look at the avatar. So we've got an inventory. We've got the iconic paper doll style. So let's hook it up. Oh, sweet. I don't have to guess which slots, because I was looking at these arrows and thinking, I have no idea which one of these is the body arrow. I think a sword is probably better than a club. I don't see why I wouldn't be wearing my Ankh amulet. And I think that's good. Oh, of course. No need to look at a reference card this time. Okay, so we can do 15 points of damage with a sword versus 8 with a club. How about it with a boomerang? Probably much less. Oh, 8. Can I have a boomerang and a sword? Yes. The classic warrior loadout. I'm well below my equip capacity and well below my inventory capacity at the moment. I don't know what these mean, and they aren't going to tell me when I just highlight them. Okay, that one goes back. So if I go here, can I rear, flank, berserk, retreat, assault, command? Ah, command. I'm going to presume that command lets me command him. Wait, how come Shimino's looks different? Ah, here we go. It's just where you clicked. Okay. Shimino's got some gold, he's got some food. How about the others? So, yeah, okay, click the name, you get to see their portraits. Dupre does look a lot like me. He's even a little baby-faced. Maybe a little ruddier in the face than me, but you can definitely tell just looking at him. Ah, toggle. Very good. Alright, we're getting the feel. We're getting the feel. And then I assume these two are just to scroll. Yep. And then that goes back to the party. Alright, we've interpreted the icons. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with one small step. Let's go find the west wing of the castle. So one thing that I had heard and that I can verify is a bit of a thing is that we do have a pretty narrow view in the window, but it looks very nice. Obviously, we're still just opening. No, is it just use? Yep, use a door to open it. We've condensed some of our hotkeys here. So here's the west wing, I think. So is this going to be the chambers prepared for me? Let's find out. A chest. Searching it, we find nothing. Can I use a chest to open it? Yes. So I got torches, meat, a red potion, a bag, 5 lockpicks, wooden shield, leather boots, chain coif. Alright, let's get equipped. Oh, no. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get it. 5 lockpicks, a bag, red potion, 8 portions of meat, 6 loaves of bread. Alright, we've got to put some stuff. No. Put some stuff. Oh, the bag. Oh, it's a bag of reagents. Okay. Can I keep getting things? Do I have more slots than I... Okay. Yes, the slots will scroll. Ale. Torches. Alright. Let's get equipped, though. Chain coif. For now... for now, I'll unequip a boomerang. But, you know, it's not hard to imagine a situation. Are these the boots? Leather boots. Okay, very good. To hand over stuff between characters, you have to move them. Ah, so there's a hand over command, but also we need to maneuver so that we're parallel. We're right next to each other. I can't imagine that getting a little tedious, but that's okay. Alright, there's one thing. What's the story with this bag? Ho ho ho! Reagents. Get them all. Alright. Huh, but now we have 2 bags. Is there a... I was about to start saying, and thank you, British. Okay. Moving these will be a tiny bit tedious, but that's okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, British. I did see the general idea that we still have a reagent recipe-based spell system, but that rather than mixing, it was going to be have the spell in your spell book, have the reagents in your possession. But knowing that the spell book is a literal item. This is Black Pearl, right? Yeah. Just already trying to unclutter a little. Okay. This'll do for now. Yep. A spell book. What does it got for me? Detect magic, spell magic, heal, help, light. That's a good question, Waffle Syrup. I'm actually not sure. Trying to remember. I mean, there would be no direct overlap, but in Ultima Underworld, there were certainly a lot of bags. Oh, British, you know that I did it wrong. I'm positive I did it backwards and put it all in the empty bag. Now I have 2 reagent bags. Yeah, absolutely. We're not going to fix that on the stream. I'll fix that in my own free time. And then we'll be okay going forward. Okay. So, okay. We have poison. We have untrap. Detect magic. Spell. Okay, great. Can I get the spell book? I can. Okay. Pants and a tunic. I think I'm okay with it. Ah, you know what? Why not? Why not put on pants and a tunic? I don't know if this is necessary at all. No place to put my pants. No place to put my tunic. Well, that's okay. They're not that heavy, I hope. Oh yeah, look at the bookshelf. Nothing. Very good. And go out on a limb. You know, I guess I can also use mouse control if I want. Just doesn't feel right. Okay. Let's get down to business. the business of walking around and looking at stuff. Nothing. Alright. Oh, wait. Lots of stuff. Scroll, a lightning wand. 5 gold coins. Very nice. Ooh. Lots of potions. I will say, given that Lord British was supplying me with a red potion, which I am going to guess is going to turn out to be a potion of healing, but as it was supplied to me and not found in a dungeon, slap a label on there, Lord British. You see a red potion clearly labeled potion of healing. Red potion. Save it. I imagine I'm going to do more more keyboard using than mouse using. For pretty much exactly that reason. That it's preferable. It's less cumbersome. It's faster. Anyways, might as well stock up on potions. With the numpad, I can get at a diagonal. Very cool. It's a steel door. It's not locked. Here we are. A jester. A carefree fellow in a ludicrous costume. Ayo, I've got a clue, and it's important and just for you. Well, geez. Note. Oh, no. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find a note. Or did I already pick it up? If I have it, I'll look at it. Let's get this clue. Yeah, I want to know your clue. Do you think I will? I hope. How foolish of you to think so. I won't tell you the clue, but I will give you this hint that may lead you to it. This is... Lives are at stake, sir. Ah. Thank you, British. Alright. Search the chest in Nistel's room. Okay. Who's Nistel? Oh, he's no fun. I'll show you fun before I'm done. Or are we having... Is this what we're doing? We're having fun? Alright. Where's his room? Hey, check that out. I believe we're looking at... Let's just test this theory. Yep. Custom, personalized... I cannot help thee with that messages that are character appropriate. Okay. Tell me the hint one more time. Hints and mints for hints. I think what a world of... Okay. I thought you would repeat your damn hint. Okay. Goodbye is the polite version of what I would like to say to you right now. I did my best. Did I amuse you? If not, I hope I did confuse you. Well, you did one. Because I'm so compassionate, I'm going to say yes. What did the goose say to the avatar? What did he say? Oh, do you know? Okay. No, I don't. It said, onk, onk. That was pretty good. Alright. Thanks, pal. Let's take a look at this note. If you're looking for the clue, there's something for you under a plant in Serpent's Hold. Okay. Hold on. Liberate the mouse. Haha! Control F10 worked. Of course it would. It would be unusual if the thing that the DOSBox fact told me turned out to be a lie. Something important under a plant in the Serpent's Hold. Got that. Here in British's castle, the Jester said, search Nistel's room. We know he's not any fun. That's all we know. Okay. Imagine this leads us back to the throne room. I really appreciate that, British. And will also appreciate it when I do become desperate someday. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we'll see. A fighter? A tall, handsome man. He's tall. Is this Geoffrey? Glad to see thee, James. Perhaps thou canst prevail where others could not. I sent a party of... Okay, yeah. Sent a party of 10 to recapture the Shrine of Compassion from the gargoyles. Alas, they failed dismally. The survivors are recuperating in the town of Cove. Alright. Geoffrey the guard captain says... Survivors of Compassion Shrine mission are recuperating in Cove. Excellent news that they're recuperating. You can't recuperate if you were killed. Thou wouldst do well to speak with them first. Mayhap they learn something which might aid thee. Control hints, gameplay system hints, always welcome. I think I did read the compendium end to end this time, so I should be a little more in the know than I was in the past, but let's see. Mayhap they learn something which might aid thee. I must confess, I fear the worst. My internet has completely died and is struggling to come back to life. Hopefully, there it goes. Well, hopefully this comes back to life and you didn't miss too much of me and I'm still connected. But that got rough for a moment there. The gargoyles are such powerful foes and they're spreading so fast. Now there it goes again. Hang tight 1 second here. All right, hold on. Let me mess around here for a sec. See if I can improve the state of internet. Okay, looks like it has stabilized. Gonna have to have a frank conversation with my internet service provider if this persists. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, maybe it'll just be okay soon. Perhaps the end of the realm is nigh. Good luck and my prayers are with thee. Wow. Can I just not even... Okay. Now I know it's Geoffrey. He's a tall, handsome man. Let's not waste time talking. Who knows what I... Okay. Speak with Gertan in Cove. Alright. Okay, speak to Gertan when I get to Cove. Let's get down to business here. Well, the business of continuing to wander around the castle, seeing if there are more people we can talk to. I suppose I'm free to steal from the kitchen here, but let's talk to the chef. Chef's it's a merchant. See a bare-chested, muscular man, his body gleaming with sweat. Man, that's brave. Cooking with no shirt on. You say, what's your name, sir? Excuse me a moment. He pulls a napkin from his belt and mops at his brow. Now, what were you saying? What's your name? Wait a minute. I recognize you. You're the Avatar. I've always wanted to meet you. Well, hello. I didn't British, and I'll go back and fix that. That was... my brain was saying, talk to the other guy too. But I wasn't listening. You're the greatest hero in all the land. Yeah, but what is your name? Maldrick. Once Maldrick the boar hunter, now Maldrick the cook. Hunt the boar. Used to live in the forest. Which forest? Funny you should mention that. Reminds me of my secret recipe for roast boar. Roasted boar. Secrets in the spices. Well, what's the recipe, man? Oh. Never? Alright. See you later. Next time you dine with His Majesty, I'll cook you something special. Like roasted boar? Okay. If need be, we can come back and score a bunch of free food. Oh, this guy's silly looking. See a concerned looking mage. Hail to thee, my lord, and well met. 'Twas I who learned of thy peril through my mystic arts, so that aid might be sent unto thee. Iolo, I saw that thou didst find a book. Might I examine it? Certainly, my lord. Hey, Iolo is speaking. Perhaps thou canst make better sense of it than I, says Iolo. Strange. This picture says a picture on its cover of a gargoyle standing with one foot upon the chest of a slain human. This is interesting. It's written in a language I know not. Take it to Maria at the Lyceum, the finest scribe on the great council of wizards. Well, now we know where Maria is. The Lyceum. Just gonna add a quick note here to myself to show Maria Iolo's book. Got it. One more thing, Avatar. Hey, you're right. Good catch, Waffles here. One more thing, Avatar. I noticed that it's arrived through a red gateway. Yes. Oh, and this is Nistel. Where's your room, sir? Dost thou have the stone that opened the gate? I think so. From whence could it have come? The gargoyles, perhaps? Best ask Lord British about it. I believe he has some knowledge of such items. First, though, Nestil. Okay, he's not going to tell me where his room is, so I can rob him. What do you know about this stone, my friend? I have such a stone, as thou may recall. I do not know that there were more such orbs. 'Twill serve thee well in thy travels if thou dost learn to master its powers. To open a gate, use the stone and carefully position it a few feet from thee. Thou wilt discover that the placement is the key. In the proper positions, the stone can conjure gates to take thee to numerous destinations. Positions? I was going to say you can't help me with it because it wasn't a highlighted word. Thank you, my dear Lord British. Okay. Well, we got to find the mage's room. Did he mean like the mage's workshop? He's talking about a bedroom. Because he was talking about a bedroom. Painting by the renowned artist Helen Garriott. Will the stupid jester tell me his stupid hint again? Don't remember exactly what he wanted me to do. It is his room. Okay, that makes sense. It's right by his workshop. Then I should look under his plants and stuff, shouldn't I? Can I move the plant? Can, but there's nothing there. So let's put his plant back. Oops. Alright. There. Nothing under his candle. Nothing under the bed. Whoops. Yeah, I know that's me. Okay. The wand. Okay. Well, we've got the wand then. What's this? Crystal ball. Can I use the crystal ball? Enter degrees, followed by a north, south, east, or west. At latitude 20 north, longitude 20 east. That's cool. And then I can look around and look how pretty the world's gonna be when we get out there. All right, that's cool. When I'm done, there, press escape. Okay. Right. Should we toss Lord British's room? Key. I mean, I am going to take your key, Lord British. Hubert's hair-raising adventure. Written and illustrated by Bill Peet. Hubert the Lion was haughty and vain, and especially proud of his elegant mane. But conceit of this sort is not proper at all, and Hubert the Lion was due for a fall. This door is locked. Oh, is it? Ho ho ho! We've solved our first puzzle. The scroll is filled with Lord British's notes on his astronomical observations. Cool. What's going on your bookshelf? Nothing? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Cool. Talk to the chef. Oh, wow. Oh, these are just all the people we already know having lunch. Sorry. Enjoy your lunch, Lord British. It's Nistel. Oh yeah, that's my Dupre. That's gonna be Jeffrey, isn't it? Yep. So there's one new person here, though. A woman. You see a slender woman wearing a leather glove on her left hand. She says, "Hello and welcome, my lord. What's your name, dear?" "My name is Kitin." Okay. Let's get an entry started for you. Kitin. Perhaps your name explains why you like birds. Perhaps it does. But tell me more about how you like birds. You used to be a falconer. That was before Lord British appointed me in my current position. A A true gentleman if I ever saw one. Well, what is your current position? You're the curator of the Royal Museum of Oddities. Museum? Which is one of the projects Lord British has funded to provide a better life for his people. Projects. He also established a conservatory that shares the building with the museum. The roads that span the realm are his doing as well. What's going on in the conservatory? Sometimes you can hear the music drifting through the walls. Usually that noisy, crackling field drowns it out, though. Music. It's very pretty. Isn't it, though? Tell me of these roads. Travel is much easier these days. Why? That's for sure. Cool. It was lovely talking to you, Kitin. Be sure to have a look at our paintings while you're here. And come again soon. We're expecting some unicorn horns and a Klein bottle from Trinsic. Okay. Well, let's look at the paintings. It's a painting by the renowned artist Helen Garriott. It's a tapestry. This painting bears the signature of the well-known artist Musgrave. Fascinating. Okay. Oops. Here's my quarters. That's oops. There we go. Take the ladder down. This dark basement. Welcome, Startup Tim. Yes, I'm playing Ultima VI it's not technically the first time. I've played Ultima VI. I've played more Ultima VI today than I've ever played as a child. I think I've discovered today that me and my buddy did not have the copy protection answers. And thus never really knew what the hell was going on. Would have sworn I had 2 keys. But I guess not. Okay, it's fine. Oh wait, no, I just have so much stuff. Unlocked. What's your level of Ultima experience, Startup Tim? If you don't mind my asking. Shimino says, I hear something to the north. Ooh, dynamic character behavior. Let's save the game. Be a shame if I'm about to wander into a battle or something that I can't win. It's too early to be wandering in the sewers or whatever it is I'm doing. Oh yeah, even deeper into the sewers? I don't know if this feels like the move. There's a rat, right? I'm interpreting that right? It's a giant rat, that's fine. As long as it's not killing us. It can be as large as it wants here in the sewers. A peasant? Why? Why is there a peasant? You see a skinny, awkward-looking man wearing boots that come up past his knees. Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the finest sewers in Britannia. You look like you need a nickname, so I'll call you Ducks. You know, people usually, sir, call me the avatar of all virtue. Ducks, I guess, if you're nasty. What's your name? It's Daros. Alright. Hello, Daros. What do you do down here in the sewers? Well, Ducky, I keep the sewers running the way they should. When work is slow, sometimes I play a joke or two on my friends to keep things lively. He winks. Okay. What of these sewers? Tell me more. Britain is the biggest city in all the world. And all those people use a lot of water. That's a polite way to describe the importance of these sewers. All the runoff drains down here. It's not a bad place to work, really, except for the rats. Okay, so I was thinking his friends might be the rats, but obviously not. They're pretty big, Ducky, but not to worry. They usually won't eat until after they've killed you first. Oh, good. Of course, if you have a set of panpipes, I hear you can just pipe them away. Panpipes? If I don't have them myself, I usually just run away. You run? It's real good exercise. Fair enough. What are these jokes you were telling me you like to play on your friends? Oh, you know, ducks, the usual kinds. He nudges you in the ribs. No, I don't. What? Okay, maybe I would understand more if you told me who your friends are. Even though we don't know each other that well, I like to think of you as my friend already. So what are the jokes that you play on me? You can't just nudge me in the ribs and say like, hey, you remember the jokes? Come on. Pal. Daros. His name hasn't replaced over the word peasant. But he's the sewer master. Panpipes banish rats. That's good to know. Well, cool. See you around, old duck. He gives you a hearty slap on the back as you leave, which almost knocks the straps on one of your packs loose. One of the straps on your pack loose. Okay. Well. It's quite a guy, this Daros. And then we have some pretty large sewers here without a lot going on. Open this steel door. What's in here? Pliers. Well, I'm not aware of any reason that I need pliers yet. Oh, I'm not looking for Dupre. It is a ladder. Okay. Nothing in the crate? Or do I have to use the crate? Not usable. Okay. If we take this ladder up, we just wind up in this weird little room. Okay. That's me. Okay. Feeling it out. Let's might as well continue seeing what's going on. Hereabouts in the sewers. Is that just a bucket? It's a bucket. A 1.6 stone bucket. Locked. Will my one key that I've already used also work here? Also, I think, and I should test this. Oh! I will go and take a look in a moment. I was wondering if I could use the hotkey A, but I guess it's just telling me this is key A. But let's, if I miss something, let's go unmiss it. Oh, secret door. Alright, now I understand the system by which secret doors are discovered, which is helpful information. It turns out to be the same system as in every other Ultima game I've ever played. So where am I now? I guess I'm in I'm either still in the castle or I'm in East Brittany? I don't know. You see a well-dressed man with a very even temper. The Wayfarer's Inn. Well, unfortunately, British, I didn't see that. So I will... It'll be the next time I find a secret door that we're going to learn about. Unless the secret door reseals itself. Let's find it. If it reseals itself, I can learn right now. No. I appreciate, though, that it doesn't. That it remains discovered. And let's keep just wandering the sewers. Just wander around in the filth of Britannia. Just to get psyched for the quest. Where does this lead up to? It's locked. Another way down to the sewers. Oh, oh. No. Opened. Looks like we are still in the castle. And another route down to the sewers. In Ultima IV? Really? I actually don't remember that. Being how the secret doors... Wait, no. Yes, I do. I do remember now. Ultima V had overwritten that in my brain. And is this going to take us back down into the sewers? Yes, but in a different spot. That did the trick. Shimino says, I hear something to the northwest. Well, can we go to the northwest? Here's something to the west. Is this thing attacking us? And we're going to war. Victory. And we got us some nothing. That's a ladder down. Now we're somewhere dark and scary, which I don't necessarily want to be just yet, but I know it's there, and that's helpful knowledge. Okay. Let's see if we can get back to where we were. Bum, 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 bum. I do like the walking animation. Oh, that's a ladder up. No, that's a ladder down. And here we are. Okay. What about to the right? Giant rat. Oh no! It's on. Pray. Shimino closes in. ELO goes to war. And we're done here. You hear something. To the northwest. Water vase. It's locked. And now it's not. Another ladder. Okay. We're slowly building a mental map of this area. And that is, I believe... No, there were plenty of options. It's a cauldron, 16 stones. Not going to toss that in my pack. What's this? It's a wall mount. Okay, yeah, sure. Hang your flat screen up in the sewers of Britannia. You hear something to the northwest? Ah. Dungeon. Okay, I think we've mostly teased this out, haven't we? Yeah. There was one other route. There was a southern route. And the southern route is another way down into the dungeons. And this particular place is scary already. Some thumping going on. Let's see if we've learned the lay of the land well enough to retreat, despite the fact that the land is a series of nigh identical. Is our buddy, is Daros down here? Yeah, there's Daros. And south of Daros is Daros. Oh man, Daros, I think you're underestimating how bad your life is. Why does the guy who runs the sewers have to live in the sewers? Like, Lord British, come on. Oh, it's on. Nobody grazes Dupree on my watch. Well, you tried, buddy. Oh, this is Shimino's turn. Escape. No. Dupree's instinct was to go all in on Shimino. I don't know why. So come what may, here's the thing that this game... Ah, damn. Already has going for it here. That's that the battle system takes place on the same map. And... There we go. You enter and exit combat mode very easily. Here's something to the north. And this is one more way into the extra dungeony zone. Okay. Well, that's all very interesting. Giant rat killed. Very good. Let's put a save down. Gotta remember to do that every now and then. And I gotta remember not to quit the game. Here's something to the north. So Shimino's ability to hear things seems to... He has a good ear for ladders. If there's a ladder, it's not going to be stealthy enough to escape Shimino's notice. Here we are. Well, it's nighttime now. We've got a room. You can only rest in the wilderness. Okay. That's odd. Okay. Now, if I want to get out of here, I gotta remember how Lord British taught me to use the system. I think it was key. Did key ages like work for everything? Yes. And then a crank. We use the crank, and we've opened the drawbridge. Up. And a chain. Oh, can't use the chain. Here we go. This is going to be where we open the gate. Presumably. Yeah. Pull the lever. And we're out of here. Okay, can we camp here? Does this count as wilderness? Yes. I don't have my trusty pocket watch. So I don't know how... Hold on a second. Did Darrow slip a rubber duck into my pack? That was silly of him. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what time it is, but it's the middle of the night. And, 8 hours of sleep is how you should get sleep. Who will guard? Dupre's looking better shape than the rest of us. That's not how you assign the guard. D? No, D went with none, so now we're just hoping it's safe around here. We're awake. We've healed. We all ate some food. Okay. A successful evening. And now in this brave new world where the map is continuous and we can't just find the little icons for the Brittany villages or for Britain, we gotta find our way to civilization. I mean, the roads will probably help with that. Also, a mental map and a real map of Britannia should help. Muscular, well-armored guard. Hello, can I help you with something? Well, what's your name, sir? Not allowed to give out that information. Take care. We can see guards are going to be every bit as helpful this time around as they generally were in ye old Ultima V. What's this place? It's this fancy rug. It's just a carpet. Tapestry. Painting shows a satyr playing panpipes for the creatures of the forest. It bears the signature of the highly talented Monica Knighton. Good work, Monica Knighton. Respected artist Elmore. Here's a place. Is this the conservatory? A woman. A nervous young bard. I would play for thee, but I'm worried about my lute. Well, first, what's your name, love? Lady Nan. What do you do? Let me bust out of the prison here and start an entry. Lady Nan, making music, of course. Music? With my lute. Your lute? Every time you pick up your lute, spiders crawl out of it. Oh dear, that would upset me too. Hundreds of them. Spiders. I hate spiders. They're creepy, ugly, disgusting things. Why won't they leave me alone? Well, they're probably thinking the same thing. Why does this lady keep picking up our lair? Strumming it. Plucking its strings. Elo says to her, "Now, my dear, have you forgotten about the gloves I gave you?" Oh, yes. Perhaps if I wore those I could play. What kind of gloves? Gave them to me for my birthday. Elo did. Your birthday? When's your birthday? She doesn't want me guessing her age. Alright, Lady Nan. Alright, spiders are looking everywhere. She's a musician. Thus far, we haven't learned anything too helpful from her. Another musician. Lively bard. He's got laughter in his eyes. It's Sir Kenneth. Hail, Sir Kenneth. Good to see you. Yeah, play me a song. Is it going to be Stones by ELO, the only song that anyone in this world cares about? No, just some song. What do you do, Lord Kenneth? My wife and I teach young bards the arts of composition, performance, and improvisation. We also give concerts on occasion. Who's your wife? Her name is Nan. Whatever you do, don't say anything to her about spiders. I didn't. She brought it up. Alright? Alright? But why? What's the deal? What's the deal with Lady Nan and the spiders? She has quite an imagination. Oh. So you're gaslighting her about the spiders. Okay. And then you said another thing to me. Bards? I like the confused look on your face too much to ruin it by telling you. Custom? I don't have an answer for that text. Okay, take me back through this. Concerts. Concerts? Okay. Yeah, it was great to see you, Lord Kenneth. Thanks again for teaching me the harpsichord. Cute little girl with short hair. Well, someone's seen the Tooth Fairy recently and was scarred, was horrified by it. Hasn't calmed down since. But, alright. My parents told me never to talk to strangers. What's your name? Well, some call me the avatar of all virtue, like all 8 of them, embodying them all, fully enlightened, hero of Britannia. You can call me James, dear. Okay, now I can talk to you. What do you do? You're learning to be a bard. You like playing the harpsichord. Do you know how to play Stones? By Elo Fitzowen. I want to be a bard when I grow up. They have more fun than anybody. What kind of fun? Lots of it. Okay. Play. You like playing the harpsichord? You've been studying to be a bard since you were this many. 3? How old are you now? I'd like to play for something for you, but I'm not good enough yet. She looks away for a moment, then turns back to you, blushing slightly. Will you come back to hear my music when I am older, if you can? Yes. The little girl's face breaks out into a smile, bright enough to light up the whole room. Really? I would like that very much. What was your name, dear? Ariana. Alright. Lady Nan. Sir Kenneth. Got it. Well, that's a very pretty name. You take care. Oh. And this will be... Is this the museum? It's a little freaky looking. Yep. Perpetual motion machine. Gearwork. Yeah. Neat. Energy field. Left the mystery fountain. A monolith. That does see a monolith. So it was a monolith all along. And it's kitten. Hello. I guess we've already talked about this stuff. What can you tell me about the motion machine? Aha! Curious device. The motion of each gear turns another until eventually the movement is propagated back to the same gear again. There's one thing I can't figure out. We've made plans of the device, and I can't see how they started it moving in the first place. None of the gears would turn unless all the others were already going. What's worse, the motion served to hold the machine together. If the gears were still, the whole thing would fall apart. How it was built is quite a mystery. And you haven't even asked yourself, how do the gears keep going perpetually when they're losing energy to giving off his heat energy because of friction. How is this really perpetual? Okay. What about that energy field? Field is generated by a curious spell. By some process not yet understood, it converts magical energy into electrical energy, producing a continuous discharge. If we understood this process better, it would probably lead to all sorts of useful applications. Those are two, just there's no friction or it's fucking magic. Alright, definitely. I'll be very surprised if late in the game my knowledge that the perpetual motion machine shouldn't work because of friction turns out to play a role in a puzzle or something. It probably is just something that I'm not supposed to think about. Ha! Each gear, waffle syrup, a perpetual motion gear. Easy to make a perpetual motion machine when all of your gears were already perpetual motion gears. If we understood this process better, it would probably lead to all sorts of useful applications. I bet. How about that fountain? Somebody found a huge boulder with a jet of water spraying out of it. We had it magically teleported here, buried with its surface flush with the ground, and then we built this building on top of it. Of course, we left a hole in the floor for the water to spray through. I often drink from it when I'm thirsty. The water is quite good, but there's something strange about it. It vanishes somehow before it hits the ground. Neat. Story with that monolith. Can't tell me much about it. Lord British donated, but he won't talk about it. It's an artifact from his homeworld. Lord British stole a piece of Stonehenge or something here. Be sure to have a look at our paintings while you're here. And come again soon. Alright, we're definitely looking at the museum paintings before we leave, because this is the second time that Kitten has made a point of saying the bones of Zog. Okay, we've got Zog's bones and dragon artifacts. Okay. Oh, Kitten, you're killing me here with your nervous double time walking. Hello! What are those dragon bits all about? Someone named Gertan donated all those parts. I think he said something about a dragon named Freitag. Gertan? If you want to ask Gertan, I think he's in Cove. Yeah, that's what Jeffrey said. Where's Cove? Tell me about it. Can't help you with that. Try the library at the Lyceum. That's a very sensible, rejected prompt text for the curator of the museum to have. She refers you to another famous information resource. Okay, how about those bones? Skeleton seems to be about 10 times older than any other ever found in Britannia. Surely it has much to tell us about our origins if we only knew what it meant. Yeah, okay. Here's one thing about being named Friday. You would get sick very quickly of every time you arrive somewhere, some jerk going, "Hey, thank God it's Friday." Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Waffle syrup. On that note, actually, because I've been playing Wizardry, I need to constantly come up with character names when my characters get burnt to ash. And I have two bishops whose only purpose is to identify items, so they don't even get to go in the dungeon. They just sit in the tavern and wait for me to come to them. And I've been watching Attack on Titan, so I named them Flügel and Freiheit, which I believe just means one of them is named Wings and one of them is named Freedom or something like that. But if you didn't know that, you could believe that they were names. I am definitely taking a look. Whoops. This painting shows a strangely familiar scene. See, here we go. In a small museum, several people stand regarding a painting hanging on the wall. You only see their backs. You reach up to scratch your head. One of the figures in the painting does likewise. It's you! This painting shows whatever happens in front of it like a mirror. But it shows you the other side of everything as if it were hanging on the opposite wall. That's cool. It's a painting of a painting hanging on a wall. The painting within the painting is of a pipe floating in midair with smoke curling up from its bowl. The frame in the painting has a little plaque on it that says, "This is not a pipe." This painting portrays a square staircase with no beginning or end. It's an Escher. There are a number of hooded monks facing in both directions. As you look at the painting, you notice that the monks in the picture are descending the staircase endlessly. Okay. I don't know that those paintings necessarily seem like they're filled with important hints or anything, but nonetheless, cool stuff. I don't think Lord British is going to be any more forthcoming. Oh, I'm being hailed. Hello, my good man. Hello. I know all about that, but I think... Okay, yes, right, of course. What's your name, sir? He glances around quickly to see if anyone seems to be listening. I'm Lord British, but don't tell anyone. I'm in a disguise so I can mingle with the commoners. Disguise? Very convincing, don't you think? I made it myself. Commoners? Of course, nobody would dare say anything bad about me to my face. Nobody except Chuckles, anyway. But as a beggar, people will tell me just about anything. Okay. Mental note: if there's an opportunity to disguise myself as a beggar, if ever my own identity is impeding an NPC from sharing information. Okay, well, what can you tell me about this monolith? Yeah, okay. Goodbye, my lord. If you need me later, I'll be at the Blue Boar disguised as the tavern keeper. But I won't admit to it there if you ask me. Too many people that might hear. Shimino smiles, an unusual sight. Noticing your attention, he says, "Perhaps there's a little of Lord British in us all." Ha! Perhaps, Shimino. I'm a little skeptical of this fellow's claim. Let's go check out the throne. Excuse me, Chuckles. Lord British must have pulled a pretty quick changing act. Tell me about this. Okay. I had a feeling Lord British was not going to be forthcoming with information about his strange monolith that he keeps in the museum. And I suppose that's okay. Where does this one lead? Government sign. Get that mouse cursor somewhere a little out of the way here. Okay. Excuse me, dear. Excuse me, madam. Sharply dressed, very voluptuous woman. Hello, I'm the Avatar. How you doing? My name's Terry. I run the Mint. Well, you're in mint condition yourself, sweetheart. The Avatar is a sleazebag, I've decided. Say, aren't you the Avatar? Yeah. You recognize me from my portrait? Which coin am I on? My mother used to tell me stories about you when I was a girl. You make me feel old, Terry. Probably wouldn't remember her. She was at the big celebration right after you recovered the Codex. Farewell, Waffle Syrup. Thank you for joining me. Always a pleasure to have you here. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that I always hoped that someday I'd meet a man like you. So what do you do here at the Mint? By royal decree, you're the only one allowed to mint the official coinage of the realm. It's pretty cool. Copper pence, silver pieces, gold crowns, they're all made right here. Father ran the mint before her. She gets lonely sometimes. Glad that I came by to talk to her. Kitten will never believe it when I tell her I get to meet the Avatar in person. She'll believe it. Who's your father? May he rest in peace. Oh, yes, of course. I'm sorry. So you mint coins. Here, let me show you. She takes out a sample of each coin for you to look at. The pen says an ankh on one side and crossed swords on the other. The silver piece has Lord British's face on the front and a serpent on the back. And the gold crown is a familiar sight, with a crown and the symbol of the Codex. All three of them look newly minted. They're very shiny. I get most of my gold from people who bring in nuggets to exchange them for coins. Do you have any gold nuggets you'd like to trade in for crowns? I don't think so. I'll check in a minute, though. Pence. I'm sure you only carry gold crowns with you, being as important as you are. She reaches out and squeezes your shoulder affectionately. Oh, Terry. Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay, hold on. Kitten's the curator. Should just note that. Okay. Terry. Coin Master. Okay. Thank you, Terry. I know you're busy saving Britannia and all, but I hope you'll come visit me again. Maybe if you have time for it, I could show you more than a few silly coins. Oh, Terry. As you turn to leave, she pinches you. Well, I came out by the end of that. I was the one who felt objectified, so I feel better about starting that off so forward. See a preoccupied man with a ledger under one arm. Records to keep, festivals to plan. I'm so busy, but I can spare you a moment, my lord. What's your name? Dolden von Basilius. Oh my, that's quite a name, sir. Let me type this down. Dolden von Basilius. The Chancellor. Very good. In his younger days, he was known as the werecat of the wine cellar. Let's follow up. Let's drill down on that nickname, sir. How'd you get that? I tell you stories, but there's no time for that now. Well, tell me about Lord British then. A fine ruler indeed. It is a pleasure to keep his kingdom running smoothly for him. So you're the Chancellor. What do you do? Yeah, you're not gonna help me. You haven't been of much assistance, sir, but I'm glad to know you're here. Alright. This is a sundial? Yep, 11:50 a.m. Throwing in a save. And let's head to the west. Oops. Hey, Mammoth Ego! You have redeemed Highlight My Message. 100. Are those bits? I've only just heard of the existence of bits. Yeah, I've got a lot of... I got a lot of things to learn in this brave new world where I am an affiliate. Whoops, not trying to talk to the sign. Wanted to look at it. Serpents look? No. That's not right. Hold on. Could get my Rosetta Stone for the runic script here. And refresh my memory. S-E... R is R. K is B. Oh, I was right. Serpents. Yeah, serpents. Look. No, not quite. What's the K looking one? Oh, P. Serpent's Loop. Okay, so I pretty much had it. It's a good sign. Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't unpacked anything at all. The only thing I've done, not even directly related to affiliate status, is I got my chat so it displays now. Hello, madam. It's a merchant, a rough and tumble man with wild and unkempt hair. Hey, and a fine afternoon to you, my friends. You're busy just now. Come to the smithy later and we can talk. Okay. Oh, here's the smithy. So he's not at work right now, of course. Alright. Just getting the lay of the land. Pretty much, I don't imagine we're gonna do much more than get the lay of the land today. Blacksmith. A shipwright. Missing any important blueprints that you haven't even looked in your own filing cabinets for? What's your name? Points to his mouth and shakes his head. Dupre says, I know of this person, my lord. He is Artie the Mute, a local shipwright and an honored citizen. The man smiles and nods. Well, okay, you're a shipwright. Smiles and points to the workbench. On the bench, you see the tools of a shipwright. Ship? Who's buying? No, sorry. Okay. Good to know. We'll be back, Artie. I'm certain we'll buy a ship from you someday. Let's get out of here. Yeah, here's the dock. Well, ships are still somewhat iconographic. Why am I talking to guards? The least informative folks going. Okay. Found some signs. The King's Way. The King's Way. No? Yes, King's Way. Okay, that's the King's Way. And this is the spiritual. The spiritual path. Spiritual path and the King's Way. Alright. Just looking at the map for a moment here. Get a sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, if I'm trying to get to Cove, I'm probably going to wind up needing some kind of ship, I'd imagine. But, for now, why don't we head to the east? Immediately the path goes south, and we hit a river. that we can ford. We can walk through shallow water. Excellent to know. So are we now on the southern road towards... Yes. Okay, I can see how that works. We're heading south towards Pause. If I go this way. But, you know, to the... When Ultima gives you what feels like direction, it does feel like you should take it. And to the extent this Ultima has given me any direction has been to go towards Cove. So why don't I keep on... Oh, I see exactly where I am on the map. I need to go back. And to the north. Oh, there's the dock. Oops. Okay. Let's take us anywhere if we follow it east. There's the government building. What's this? What's this building? It's just somebody's home. Lock your doors when the Avatar's in town. Huh? Found the Wayfarer's Inn. This is Avatar Lane. Avatar Lane. Okay, that's a street sign. There's a guild shop. What's this? What's this? It's a Fletcher. Of course it is. How's Shimino? Not Shimino. What's his name? ELO. How you doing for bolts, my friend? 131. So probably we're okay for bolts for the moment. Let's take stock of how much money we all have. Okay, everyone's got more money than the Avatar, but that makes sense when you consider the current circumstances. Yeah, right now I have 2 reagent bags. That will not be fun to... It won't be good content to watch me fix that. So I'll fix that on my own time. Hey, wait. Can we see Gweno? Can we talk to Gweno? See a petite woman with flowing brown hair. ELO! And thy companions as well. I heard rumors you were in town. ELO greets his former apprentice warmly. How goes business, Gwyneth? Wait, so Gwyneth was never ELO and Gweno's daughter? ELO and Gweno just happened to employ a young woman named Gwyneth? Very well indeed. Sir Geoffrey himself just placed quite a large order. Much demand for bows these days, what with the gargoyles. Turning to you, Gwyneth says, and what can I do for ELO's friends this fine evening? Well, tell me about these gargoyles. From the soldiers, the gargoyles are fierce opponents. Some gargoyles move like the wind itself and can strike you like lightning bolts. The gargoyles also have a strange and terrible weapon. Well, what's the weapon? It's called a boomerang. It's a most bizarre ranged weapon. It flies out to strike its target, and then returns to the hand that threw it. Against such magic, the soldiers choose to arm themselves with good, stout Britannian bows. Alright. Well, there. We're getting new and important context for Ultima V. Who is and isn't related to who else? Hello, Finn. What do you do? I'm pretending to be a beggar. That way nobody will suspect who I really am. Here, give me a few coins to keep everyone from getting suspicious. Alright, Finn. I'm going to give you a coin. You haven't actually fooled me, Finn. I hope that's clear. See a buxom woman who looks hard-working yet contented. Good evening, my lord, and welcome to the Blue Boar Tavern. Here for business or pleasure? Pleasure. Business. No. Give me some pleasure. Good. Perhaps I might stay and talk a while before I'm back about my work. Well, what's your name? Anya. It's a pleasure to meet you, Anya. And what do? You run this tavern to support your family. Long hours, but your husband offers what help he can. Paying for your daughter's schooling. You know, maybe Lord British could start thinking about like a universal system of public education. Good way to show compassion for all the children. Tell me about your family. Your husband Matt and your daughter Ariana. Matt, he had an accident as a child which left him deaf and dumb, but I love him all the same. I only wish he could hear our daughter play just once. But 'twill ne'er come to pass. He lives in a world of eternal silence. Her face brightened suddenly. You have the look of one who practices the art of magic. Perhaps I can find some spell that might restore my husband's hearing. I mean, if I do... If I do, I'll be back to talk to you. I know it's a lot to ask, but wilt thou try? Yes, I will. Okay, tell me about your daughter. I've met her. She's the light of your life. She'd scarce learned to walk when she first showed a gift for music. She studies with the bards. Bless their hearts for teaching her well. She'll be no tavern wench when she grows older. Listen, Anya. You know there's nothing wrong with being a tavern wench. Perhaps she'll even be court musician to Lord British someday. Well, 'tis time I was back to my work. Dishes to watch, food to wash, food to cook, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it was real nice to speak to you. You've raised a lovely daughter. Hey, it's Artie. Take care, Artie. See a man wearing a long gray cloak. He wears gloves with the fingers cut off. Carries a large hourglass. Good evening, friend Avatar. And you were Davar McCord. What do you do, Mr. McCord? Every hour of the day I ring the bell a number of times. Let's start recording this fellow's information. Davar McCord, the bell ringer. Yeah, tell me about your bell. According to numbers on the hourglass, you see. Which numbers? Well, usually I know what time it is up here in my head somehow. But just in case, I start this hourglass at sunup, turning it over every 9 hours. Time. Especially important for those with shops. They know when to open for business, eat lunch, close, that sort of thing. Business. Runes? Magical little things. There's a symbol on one side and a letter on the other. Probably a spell. Probably spells something out if you put them all on a necklace. But that hasn't been done for a long time. After the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom was brought back from the underworld, Lord British gave the runes to the lords of the 8 cities. Let's see now. He counts them off. Minoc, Trinsic, Jalome, Yu, Scar, Beret, Britain, Moonglow. Ah, yes, and New Magenta. Here each of the lords knows a mantra. Mantra. Haven't the foggiest idea what those are for. Well, meditation among other things. Yeah, I think so. Always wanted to visit them. Never had the time. Heh heh heh. Yeah, that's a good one. It's time I was going. Nice talking to you, pal. Who's this? It's a villager. A rotund man in the robes of a monk. What could you do for me? You tell me who you are. Tiberius, the healer. Okay, what do you do? Care for the injured. Naturally. Attempt to heal, cure, or if needed, resurrect the fallen. Of course. It's nice work if you can get it. Alright, take care. Excuse me, madam? It's kidding again. Yeah, you take care, and I will look at your paintings. I did. They're all very familiar to me as a citizen of Earth. Now it's Tolden again. No, you're too busy. Don't let me slow you down, pal. A merchant. He's a gaunt fellow. His eyes take in everything and reveal nothing. When you address him, he replies with gestures that appear to be some sort of sign language. When he sees you can't understand him, he shrugs his shoulders and returns to his duties. Dupre puts his hands on your shoulders and whispers. Avatar. Listen. Matt here had a most unfortunate accident as a child and left him deaf and dumb. I suggest you ask his wife instead. Sad lady with hair down to her ankles. I don't see hair down to anybody's ankles here. Soft jingling accompanies her silent walk. Sad lady with bells on her shoes like a jester. Rather than talking, she sings in a voice like wind through reeds. Hail there, my lord, come listen to me. I've plenty of time to sing unto thee. I'm not going to sing all her dialogue, but Lazina they call her. Lazina the dove. From Cove did I come, 'tis a town full of love. The dove, it's the aim of your life to sing like a bird. Wouldst thou like to hear the news I've heard? Yes. Then wouldst thou please tell me more? Then tell me what pleased thee more, a song of the sea or a rhyme of the shore. Tell me a rhyme of the shore. South of Loch Lake and north of the bay, the beautiful shrine of compassion doth lay. Yeah, I don't know if you recognize me. I'm the Avatar. I know all about where the shrines are. My article set out to chant there one day, but still he has not returned. You kind of lost the meter and the rhyme there. Was he taken by giants or headless so foul that nary a man could contend with the smell? He should have come home weeks ago now, but still he has not returned. Arta, he's a healer, you see. A healer. Can you sing me your song? The Dutchman was a giant ship with masts from the largest trees. The pride of the people she was, hailed the ruler of all the sea. She sailed out of port one fine spring day and headed for distant shores. But a Britannia caught her by surprise, 'twas flung against her core. The match began, the grim men fought to gather in her sails, but thunderous was the crack, and lo, the mighty vessel reeled. Oh my, goes on. When gentle winds danced across the surf again the followed morn, 'Twas nothing left of Duchy's hull, but remnants of her bourne. And now the tale has nothing left, but a grave site on the floor. On the fens of the dead she came to rest, ne'er to sail no more. All right. Her husband is missing, and the Dutchman. I'm going to put the HMS Dutchman just so I remember it's a ship and not a Dutch fellow who has also come to Britannia. HMS Dutchman lies in the fens o' the dead. If that turns out to be a real place and a real thing, we'll be ready to deal with it when the time comes. Thanks for chatting, my dear. We do appreciate your assistance. And then, so we can talk to the serving boy. Oh, it's Ariana. Of course it is. Hello again, Ariana. Sorry to bother you. See you later, girl. My dear. And we're back out. It's getting dark. But we got time to keep exploring for a bit yet. There's a guard. Standing guard. Like you should. And this way, I feel like we've left Britain. If we head that way. And we don't want to do that at night, I don't think. Let's take a look here at what my current food situation is. I got plenty of food. Praise got food. Shimino has food. Yelos got food. So for now, at least, we seem to be okay for food. One of those things I'm gonna have to feel out about the game, because food is we have different types of food. They're items. Don't know exactly how this is gonna go. Is R the rest button? It is. It's no longer hole up in camp because we freed up the R. R used to be. I can't remember what it was last time around. We'll rest for solid 8 hours and I, the avatar myself. Oh. None. I have got to learn how to assign a guard. It's probably the numbers, isn't it? Okay, we're up. The sun is still not rising. Let's throw down a save. And let's see if we can head towards Cove this way. Should probably have the map for my reference here. Okay. Yeah, this road should take me first to the Shrine of Compassion and then on to Cove. So hopefully I don't get murdered by a horde of gargoyles. Always, one of the things you hope for. Let's find out. Where do these roads go? Hopefully the sun comes up soon. Okay. Here we go. Reading the map right, I'm awfully close to the shrine right now, which is not actually where I want to go yet. And so if I don't want to go to the shrine, I go north? Let's find out. We have a save. We can wander. Shimino hears something to the north. Well, what do you hear, buddy? I don't see anything. Hearing water? Let's fight. That's what you want. And it obviously is. Missed the troll. Guess it makes sense that there's a troll hanging out because we're right by a bridge. Heavily wounded in one shot. That's the ELO we know and love. Well, no, the ELO that we know and love is just constantly getting shot in the back by his wife, but his wife's not with us, so he's feeling himself, and he's not as scared. He's not as timid in battle. Oh, good shot, Avatar. How about you, Dupre? No. ELO's got to do all the work. Troll killed. We've done it. Okay. A ton of throwing axes there. Can I... Okay. Open the chest. Gold and money. I mean, and food. Coins. Meat. Got the chest. That's not what I wanted. No. Okay. For now, I'm stuck with a chest that I don't want. I don't think I need all those throwing axes, so I'll leave the rest of the troll's treasure here. Kafiristan Pass. Ah! Excellent. Thank you, British. We'll drop this chest here, because we do not need it right now. Who knows? There might come a time. I kind of doubt it. Okay. If I can do this stuff, can I move the shield just to here? I can. Let's take a throwing axe or two. Why not? Let's take them all. Nah, I'll take 4. Okay. So now I can see where we are on the map, but I don't think this is actually... I don't think this route is quite what's going to get me to Cove. So let me do another save. And let's head down to the south. See what's going on. Here's the shrine. Let's not engage the gargoyles yet. Can we do a run around them? Yes, I am. I will definitely have to do some significant inventory management. Right now, what do I got that's so heavy? Like the bags are not the problem. Club is not the problem. It's probably these throwing axes. No? It's just the agglomeration of things. Okay, well, for the moment... Oh dear. We got like a boss gargoyle who wants to kill us. We're fleeing. How bad did that just hurt Elo? Pretty bad, but not as bad as the animation might have led us to expect. Okay. Please stop shooting Elo. The whole reason we didn't bring Gweno on this trip. Elo's paralyzed. Okay. Oh no, now the Avatar is paradised. Okay. Egad. And we can't move through here. Alright. So, think we're gonna get our first experience in being killed. Yellow keeps on getting turns, which is helpful. But, we are, heavily wounded. Hey. Perhaps. Critical. Can you do it, Shimino? Dual weapon fighting. Now it's on the run. Ha! You're so confident a minute ago. Killed it. Well. Two-handed sword, a bow, leather armor. British, absolutely. Sorry, I missed your message at the moment it came in because I was invested in the battle, but I would love a tip. Ha! Well, there will be a time when that tip will be greatly appreciated, I'm sure. Is there a way for me to have Dupre pick up the thing, or do I need to free space? Yes? Ah, of course. I should have anticipated as such. Okay. Let's see how Dupre does with a two-hander. 20 points of damage. Well, we survived, and yet back to party mode. Figured that one out, pressing 0. But are we stuck, forced to walk through another? Yes. So reasonably clear that hold on. Can I? No. The answer here is not making a run past these huge gargoyles. And yet we're gonna try it. Just out of curiosity. Just want to see what's on the other end and see if I can divine what would have been a better route. Yeah, Dupre's dead. It's alright. That's okay. I know how to load a save. I did learn that. I noticed that hotkey combination in the manual. And then on the other side, we do have a road that is leading us towards Cove, I believe. Yeah, here's code. So, let's go back to a time when Dupre, our friend, was not dead. When we killed a troll, we were feeling it. We were feeling our oats. We felt powerful and brave. We had not been set upon mercilessly by gargoyles. And let's... I've been told in-game how to escape. Of course I have. I'll figure it out. It'll come back to me. Or it'll come down to a point where I'm just like, you gotta tell me, you gotta tell me. But yeah, let's see if it re-emerges in my brain. Okay, for the moment, it occurred to me that I should head back. I don't even know if it's gonna be a thing anymore, but I ought to go to that guild shop. Because pure gems are a thing, and I can get a better look at the overland travel here. That might be a way to figure out how to get myself... What's up here? Some weird stones. Oh. It's a Moongate location, isn't it? I do love stumbling along. Alright. Closing in on 6 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. At which point I'll probably have to wrap things up. But we're not close enough yet for me to be like, alright, time to think through my first impressions of Ultima VI. So we'll save that for a moment. Hello, merchant. Large and grunting and grumbling man with a large stomach. Hello. His breathing is quite heavy. It's possibly because he's also smoking all day. What do you need? Gems? Which of you? Okay. He'll sell us gems. Shimino would like some gems. Costs you 20 gold for each gem. How many do you want? That's a lot of gold. One? Hands Shimino 1 gem. There you go. What do you need? Glad you stopped by. He gives me a firm handshake. Thank you, sir. I guess I should have asked him his name. Those sorts of things. But okay. How much gold does Shimino have left? He's still got 45 gold. He's got a gem. 1 gem. So, what I'm going to do here... We won't do this... I'm not going to... yeah. That merchant was friendly. He gave me a good handshake. So, what I'm not going to do here is... Oops. Go to great lengths to avoid ever buying a second gem by just saving, using the gem, and then restoring. But I am going to do that right now, just to get a feel for how gems work in the game. I'm going to head over towards where it all got real bad for the crew. Say, where, if anywhere, here's me. I'll have to figure out how to find out what my experience point totals are. I very much doubt that even though it doesn't cost a lot for your initial level ups in Ultima, very much doubt I'm anywhere as close to them just yet. Okay, coming up to where we killed Mr. Troll. You hear something to the east. Ah! Damn it. Okay. Let's not take that damage for no reason. Despite how easy it is to load a save, I will, in the fullness of time, try not to just be constantly loading my save as I bumble around, figure out how to play the game. But right now, you hear something, Shimino. Well, okay, here's what we'll do it. Throw in a save, and let's use this gem and see what happens. We do indeed get a big picture of the surrounding area, and that's it. And the gem is dissolved. Okay. Something to the east. Okay. Oh, I know what that is. Poison Swamp. Hopefully the characters are smart enough to navigate around it, not get themselves poisoned. Are we successfully sneaking around? Ah! Alright, it's on. Boom, ba ba boom. Oh no. Elo shot Dupre in the back. Classic Elo. I guess it's more like classic Gweno, eh? Heavily wounded. Ah, but then he paralyzed me. He's critical. He's fleeing. Ah, and he can get across there. Well, fine. You learned what happens when you mess with the Avatar and his companions, and we've made it safely to Cove. So, yeah, in my first 3 hours, I've done at least one thing. I've made it to Cove. And while we're here, we still got a little time. I think this is Cove. Magically locked. Okay, someone's home. I won't steal their cheese wheel. Magically locked. Folks in Cove, if indeed we are in Cove. What's this? Bunch of grapes. Just grapes on a pedestal, okay. Yeah, you know, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Okay, here's the place. And here's a bunch of convalescents. So I think we're on the right track. A distinguished looking gentleman. And we know he's distinguished because he has a well-coiffed mustache. Greetings, my lord, and welcome to the town of Cove. Might be of some assistance this fine afternoon. Well, sure, but let's get to know each other, pal. While... Let me just, this won't make any sense to you, sir, but I need to open a spreadsheet. Make my name, job, info, columns, and here we go. What's your name, sir? The Viscount Armand. Okay, that's helpful. Armand. Okay, just an astoundingly pretentious way of spelling the name Armand. Okay, what is my name? Well, I mean, you might know me as the avatar of every single one of the virtues. But you can call me James. Yeah, well met. How now? And all that rot. What's your job? You govern here in Cove. It's hard work. People love you for it. Is it that hard to govern tiny little Cove? I can see I'm having some upload issues here. Oh well, only dropped 2.3% of frames in this entire stream, even if most of those were very, very recently. You govern in Cove. I always thought it a blessing to live so close to a shrine, though since the gargoyles came, none dare go near it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. So, tell me about Cove. Healing the wounded and sick. Any of these sick people, people I might know? Party of adventurers, yes. After their attempt to defeat the gargoyles at the Shrine of Compassion, spoke to their leader when they arrived. Thou shouldst speak with him thyself. He told of a strange violet energy field. I think mayhap 'tis similar to the force which blocked entry to the shrines many years ago. How about that? Love those runes. Yeah, okay, wow. His leader? He's in bed at Sasha's, recuperating. Well, who's Sasha? Oh, yeah, you wouldn't want to spoil the surprise? Great. Okay, my goodness. You gave me so much information, sir. Remind me your job. You govern Cove. Shrines. Yeah. What of the shrines? 8 shrines. Yeah, one for each virtue. I knew that too, but thank you for the reminder for the basic civics lesson. Meditation. Each shrine has its own mantra, which is a chant. Oh, don't worry. I never throw away an index card when I've scribbled mantras down on it, so I'm hip to that. Once, there was a time when a special rune was required to enter each shrine as well. Now the gargoyles have taken the Shrine of Compassion and is lost to the people once more. Gargoyles? Man. Yeah, tell me more about this force. Use the Rune of Compassion while chanting the Mantra of Compassion. Methinks this may negate the gargoyle's magic at that shrine. Yeah, fair. Okay. Virtue, Rune, Mantra. Hold the rune and chant the mantra to break the gargoyles' hold on the shrines. Some key information. Okay. Thank you, Viscount. Farewell, Sirrah. People usually say Sirrah to be disrespectful, but I'm going to assume that that was just, sounds archaic, so you use it. Do you bite your thumb at me, Sirrah? You see a pretty young nurse with violet eyes. Leave these men alone. Can't you see they need to rest? They need to rest? They need time to heal. Well, what's your name? Sasha. Oh. So, alright. Great. So, what do you do? Tend to the sick. Where's the leader? Okay. Sasha, I can't leave these men alone. I'm sorry. See a feverish looking warrior. Excuse me, sir. What's your name? What do you do? Rural girdle. You take care. Any of these men. Oh man. It might. Give it time. What's your name? Too many of them. What do you do? Yeah, I know. Okay. I hope you weren't the leader. See a burly man. Looks a little healthier than the other patients. This feels like a leader. Good day, my lord. What's thy name? Well, if you wanted, you could call me the great and mighty avatar of all virtue, but my friends just call me James. Gertan! It's a pleasure. You're recovering from a fierce battle. You sought to liberate the Shrine of Compassion. How'd that go? Your men fought valiantly, but the gargoyles were too much for us. They did slay more than half our party. And they were using foul magic. Yikes. What kind of magic? A moonstone was upon the shrine, surrounded by a strange violet glow. I tried to get to it, but it was surrounded by some kind of force field. A field? Matter beyond your comprehension. You know anything about these runes? Okay. Hold on. Was I given any specific things to ask? No. I was just told that they're here. Okay. Can I help you somehow? No. Yeah, I certainly hope they do. Yeah. This might be old news, sir, but do you know any words of power? Just wait till he's just falling back to sleep, and I'll be like, oh, by the way, hold on. Sasha's just fucking losing her mind right now. These guys, all these dudes weren't carrying weapons. I would be getting them out of here. Man, these Twisted in Pain face portraits are all pretty good. No response. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Nonetheless, we've gathered important information. The gargoyles control the shrines. They've put up magic fields. Most likely we can break those magic fields if we can get the runes and if we can bring the what's-its to bear. Each town's lord knows a mantra, but what of the runes? What of the runes? We don't need the town's lords to tell us the mantra, because Ultima plays fair with its world building, and the stuff just stays the same. If you remember the last game, you know this. Beware the beast. I will. Throwing down a save. Is the beast in this large building? It is, actually. Is it a friendly beast? It's a drake. It's just chilling. No, it's not just chilling. I'm sorry, Yellow. We'll ask this lady why she keeps a live drake in a cage at her front door. It's a man. I'm sorry, sir. From the back. You do kind of look ladyish. See a dark bearded man dressed in white flowing robes. Well, I couldn't see your beard from behind, sir. All I could see is that booty. Alright. Greetings, mighty avatar. Hey. Yeah, what's good, man? Who are you? Rudium. Okay. Sasha the healer. We talked to Gerten. And he said gargoyles are using some moonstone magic to hold the shrines. Got it. Who's the prophet going to be? Who knows? Cool. What do? Rudium? You sell books and reagents and teach spells. Ho ho ho. I think I'm gonna get you to put a pin in. Well, hold on. What kind of spells can you teach? Which circle do I wish to study? Well, sir, for that I'm going to need to go and look at the compendium for a moment, because I probably want to be careful about how I spend my money at this stage. But where's the magic book? Here we are. And then I also need to know what I already have. Sorry, sir. Hang tight. Hang tight while I go through my spell book here. So I've got, let's see, of the first level spells, comparing. I have detect magic. I have dispel magic. I don't have create food, which certainly sounds like the kind of spell that will be useful in this particular game. Well, here's the thing, Waffle Syrup. I can only cast spells that I am the level of. Okay, create food would be a helpful one. Just douse extinguishes flames. Probably at some point there'll be like flames I want to get past. Help. Huh. When all is lost and death seems certain, the help spell quickens the user's demise and resurrects him and his party before the throne of Britannia. Then for ignite, like inflam, little lights a torch, fireplace or brazier. Light illuminates a dark area. I've got that. Okay. Well, let's see about learning create food here. What'll it cost? Create food? Cost 20 gold. Not at the moment. But that would be very helpful. Take care. I do not understand, sir, how it can possibly be good for business to have a freaking Drake just spitting fire on your potential customers. ELO in particular, appropriately, is the one who's taken the brunt of the harm. Poor hapless ELO. He's the ranged fighter in the team. In theory, right? He should be doing good as far as accumulated damage goes. Well, was it all that just to have Gertan? Well, you know, whatever. Here's something in the northeast, Shamino. Was it these grapes? I think I heard a grape, my lord. Just looking around. Oh, damn it. And no, they don't have the wisdom to not get themselves poisoned. Sasha. Pretty young nurse with violet eyes. I can see that they need rest. Okay, your job. Yeah. Could you cure? 15 gold. Whew. No. No, I can't pay you. Let's accept defeat and restore the game. Did I save when I got here? Guess it doesn't matter. I can figure it out next time. Let's find out where it was saved. Beware the beast. Okay. Great. So here we are. We're in Cove. Yeah. I don't want to start resorting to the suicide spell just yet. If I can avoid it. Okay. Okay. Well, I think it's 6 p.m. This is a good spot to shut down our first day digging into Ultima VI. You know, it's not a fast, well, it is a fast start in the sense that it literally opens with a battle, but otherwise, I was expecting and have now had it confirmed that we get a kind of a deliberately paced opening. But we've looked around a little. We killed a troll, we killed a gargoyle, killed some rats. Sorry, I'm having hiccups here. And we found our way to Cove, and we have a general sense of at least one of our objectives. We gotta get the shrines back from these gargoyles, and the way to do it is to learn the mantras, or to have an index card here on the desk that has them listed, and to find the runes. Don't have the lead on the runes yet, so that's tricky. I know that Mariah is awaiting for us in the Seam, it looks like the party has room for a fifth member. Maybe Mariah will join up. Be great to get one of the party members that did not come along on the Ultima V quest because of Party Cap with us. But yeah, I will say so far that I'm having fun. I like it. I like some of the new, I like the improved graphics and thing. Although, like, I had no complaints about the aesthetics of Ultima V, to be honest. But I'm still glad they're moving forward, trying some new things. I'm glad, even though we have a mouse interface, we have keyboard controls that can cover most of the stuff because it's faster, it's easier. Glad we have the chat on the screen. Glad we have a subscriber. Thanks, Waffle Syrup. Glad everyone tuned in, who did tune in. Little less, not driving traffic as far as I can tell, quite as much as Star Control 2, but at the same time, maybe people were stopping by, not chatting, going, man, this guy's still in the early game. Come back later. Who knows? And whatever. If it turns out only Waffle Syrup and British and now then Stupinski are interested at all and watch me play Ultima 6, I'm still going to play Ultima 6 and have a great time. So this week, I think everything on the schedule will happen. So Thursday, Greg and I will play some wrestling games, talk about wrestling. On Friday Night Forgotten Circles, we'll try to complete the Epilogue to a War scenario with just gotta stay alive, 3 more rounds, 4 more, keep the whole team alive, 4 rounds, keep at least let no more than 3 more monsters die in that fight, keep the peace there. And then next weekend, oh come on Waffle Syrup, I'm sure we can make it to round 10 before we die. And then I guess that'd be even worse, but we'll see what happens. And then next weekend, Saturday will be Star Control 2 day, Sunday will be Ultima 6 day. I'll try that out for now. Maybe it'll turn out I actually need to alternate weekends, do a Star Control weekend, do an Ultima 6 weekend. I don't know, we'll figure it out. At any rate, thank you everybody who tuned in, whether you're still here or whether you're gone. You can't even hear my voice talking to you, so there's no point in me saying so, but I'm grateful you stopped by. Ultima 6, at long last. I'm excited to see where we go from here. I'm excited to find out more about these gargoyles, find out why the game is called The False Prophet and not Ultima 6. Holy shit, there's gargoyles everywhere. We will get to the bottom of this and more in the fullness of time. So, as I often say, and as I'll keep on saying, till the next time our paths cross, till the moon gates bring us all together, take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.